Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Padmaja Gandhi, and the remaining profile, it's not much to say. We have this book which we have brought out, which will be given to all of you. A little bit, a small portion of me is mentioned here. It's not much to say, but if it is a person who's standing here on the other side, not with the audience, you should know how the people sitting here or standing here or are performing, what would they have done to reach this place? To sit on the other side and say, okay, somebody's lecture is boring or something like that is very easy. But if you are asked to come and stand here and address an audience, then you will realize how difficult it is to achieve this. Anyway, it was wonderful listening to the gentleman here with all the valuable instructions, our value systems, the way we are supposed to spend, and of all, the blessed angle that you have received from your parents. Not many of your parents have gone abroad, right? But they have taken the pain to send all of you abroad. So I would start with a big applause to all those wonderful parents from all the kids, please. Thank you very much. Now here, when we start looking at this, are we distributing these books now for them? The students were a little bit deviated when the rules and regulations were displayed by the share of joy. All that you can give back, and as parents, all that we expect from you is just your success. I don't think any parent sitting here is expecting any financial reward from you. Am I right? It's just your success, and your success. That's it. And how many of kids are ready to do that? Oh, come on, kids. You're so weak in raising your hands. Are you not confident of achieving success? That's good. Now I see the cheer. Now I'm trying to wake you up. Good. I wanted to see that you're alert, because it won't work if you just listen to me or watch me like a TV. No, I want interactive sessions here, and it would be wonderful. Right. Next we have after the foreword, it's your nation, it's your motherland, our destination, the different people who have contributed towards the growth of the country. Definitely the nation comes into picture here, which country you're coming from. It reflects that the first point, which country is this guy coming from? It's a black mark on the nation, and if it's your own country, it's a black mark on your parents, exactly as what he has stated. So this is where it is, and this book has to be preserved by you for a lifetime. Please don't drop it in what you call the raddi, right? It's not meant for that. It doesn't fetch you a rupee, but when you look back at a later stage, this book is going to be a great value addition even to your next generation, and you will preserve it. Now next, after we have our national flag, we have all our other things. The primary focus of our situation is the respect for the father of the nation. It is not so easy to come to that level of popularity. Globally, people are popular. This gentleman is popular. For example, to get this popularity, I would give you a small example. Suppose there has been a robbery in your neighborhood, and some local paper has covered that, and they have taken the pictures, and you have witnessed that. Next day morning, this advertisement or this coverage is done in a newspaper, and in that newspaper, if that is my house, the size of that small bag is the window of my house in that poster. Next day morning, I would take the paper and show it to everybody. In that street, there was yesterday there was a robbery, right? Can you see that small window there? That's my house. Do we do that? It's a landmark. So I want to show this is it. Now a part of your window is visible, or a part of your hand is visible in that. Actually, I was standing there, only my hand is visible. How difficult it is to get popular globally. What is it that they have contributed? Hey, it's for you. You can really be popular. You want to be an Osama or you want to be an Obama is in your hand, right? Yes or no? So please decide how it gets you that. Then we have the great personalities, the mother there, and the other gentleman who till his last breath was contributing towards the welfare of the country. Blessed souls. And here we have our culture and tradition. Along with all your shopping bags, I think you should pack a set of your traditional clothes, because very soon you're going to celebrate your Diwali. Irrespective of what caste, creed, community we are coming from, it's a celebration, it's a joy. We're just going to have that. So have your tradition with you, carrying all your outfits necessary for that. And the people who have got the applause to our country. Now recently, you should have seen Sindhu, the way she was received. What a feeling it was, right? The way even she didn't expect. A kid in a family who's done so much of hard work, and what moment it must be for the parents and for her as well. So we have some great eminent personalities here who have brought, and the 7 wonders of the world. You should be a wonder to your family. You should be a wonder to your parents. Give them that shocking situation. If I go back and say, listen, today I was invited somewhere and my book name is published in the book. You know how thrilled my father would be. He's 87 and he's achieved so much in life. But then he goes around distributing it to everybody and saying, this is my daughter, this is my daughter. That's the achievement a parent has. So you just see what is success, I would say. Can anybody define success here? What is success for you? Yes, kids, somebody could open their mouth and talk. See, now you're scared to even say a word. How do you think somebody is talking in mic? What is success? Success is achieving your goals or something. When I asked such a question in one particular episode, there was a student who was given an answer. Success is when my signature becomes an autograph. Right? That is success. That means you've become a really, really popular person. You've achieved something in some field of yours. So this is where you have to be. And we just go over to different situations where it's not really visible, but you have your pages, where first we are asking you to have a picture of your father, your mother, or whoever is your mentor or adults in your family. A person who's really taken care is your dad and your mom. Have their pictures, have your family album. In your family album, you could also include your pets, because today we even love the animals that are with us. They're more like your siblings. We give our life and breath to them. So it's all that we have, our family, where you're going to put it up. And here starts. And why did we give you this small book? Oh, it's going to add to my 50 kg weight. I would have taken one more shirt. No, it's not that. The idea here is to inculcate writing in you. When you start expressing your thoughts, today at this age of 17, 18, 19, you've written a sentence. Later on, when you're 29, 39, 49, you will see the transformation in your thoughts. And you will see how you have grown, how innocent you were, what was your aim, what have you achieved, did you really have your goal or not? It will be a great memory for you. How do you feel when you look at your photographs of your childhood? It's such a thrill, right? Whenever you're showing your photographs to your friends, you look at it more and you describe more, and they might be bored, but you're so cold to their feelings. It's a joy. So this is the joy we are giving. The idea, the book was not just by me. The idea was with the team here. They have done great work. I've just incorporated a few things here. I don't want to take the credit here completely. But the idea is, if you start putting up your thoughts, maybe if not in English, in Hindi, in Telugu, whatever is your mother tongue, mix, match the combination of words. Use your SMS language. Doesn't matter. The short forms that you all use. You all are so fast with 2 thumbs. Nobody has taught you. Even while looking at me, some messages are going. Yes? If you put up a record here, I think I don't know who's going to be first. It's difficult to decide who sends an SMS very fast. Yes or no? Your 2-finger typing, I think how many are really experts in that? I think every child is here is. Am I right? So here I think with your 2-word SMS stuff and your dealing with your mobiles and doing a WhatsApp and a Facebook and a Twitter and all that, I think we want your 2-finger here also, your thumb and your index finger, with your strength, your pen, to write your thoughts. We have given some pages where we say, write anything to ease yourself. Say wonderful things. So this will give a memory, because today I will write. Because it is out of sight is out of mind after 4 years. Do you remember what happened in your 9th standard on day 1? Do you remember what happened on first day in your 7th standard? Do you remember the birthday when you had your 14th birthday or your 11th birthday? It's just 1 or 2 pictures here. But this is going to keep a track of all your events. It's always going to be sweet memories. If you feel bad, also write it, because problems are a passing phase. There's always a sunrise after a sunset. So you will know how much strength you have gained, and that's the idea of having the different kinds of statements that we have given in the book. You think, how are you feeling, what is it and all. And here it is your family picture, which we are asking you to look at it. And then we have different situations where your best friends, your life, your breath, everything you share with them, not with the parents. So you might have a lot of pictures of them. Take it, put it there, have your prints. If there's no time now, yes, you can always do it at a later stage. Maybe our people could also share the digital format, and you could also put it on your cloud, the same book. And probably I would recommend, and you could also save it, not just the hard copy, but the soft copy of it. And then we have our different situations where we are talking about your school days, your college days, your life, the day you've entered, whichever is the location you've entered. How did you feel about your first visit, when you landed, the breath that you've taken, the view that you've had all around, your clinicals, your lab, your classroom. So those are the things that you need to look at. And here we have the dates that are there, the important dates of your curriculum. You need to write your notes below that. It's not just birthdays or anniversaries. It's not that. That you could use it in the last page because you can note a birthday once. So this is between 2017 and 21 or 22, whatever it is for your academic complete cycle that we have given, where you need to mention your examinations. The purpose is that. Here, after that, you have your different years calendars up to 2022, I'm sure 23 also. And then what is the chronicle of your life, your student life. Every memory has to be stored. Maybe you could paste some papers and fold it back into that. We would want you to write so much that you would say, listen, how is it you all were so calculative in giving us only 20-25 pages for us to write? This is what we want you to say. You should say, please recommend and bring a bigger book. Do you agree with that concept? You should write so much. You should write so much. You don't realize today when you write, tomorrow when you read, the difference. Because today nobody writes. We have such precious memories with us, all the parents have. We used to write letters. There were no calls, or there were no mobiles, or there was no other system. We used to write letters. And some of the parents, I suppose you have your letters that you have written to somebody or somebody has written to you. It is such a great memory that we have with us. You guys will not have any written script memory because it will all be washed away. That is the idea. We wanted to inculcate the habit of writing, the power of expression from you, which will bring about a very, very interesting aspect in your life. And here, why this university? Why have you taken it up? What is the purpose? There are different situations that are mentioned. Situations where we are on that page where it talks about your university. How did you feel about your curriculum? Who's your best teacher? Which was your best class? What is it that you liked? What is it that you didn't like? Sky is the limit for you to express your thoughts. So we have given a small space there. As I said, you should add up pages, have a paper pasted, fold it and put it back there to that extent. And in addition to all these pages, on the left side where we have started, we have put some more pages. We have had discussions. There was contribution from a lot of people with their insights, with their experience. This is not a culmination of one single person's thought. It is the ideas from various people, what has to go into it. We are not just giving you a bhashan here, I should say, to put it in a desi word, but what is time management? How do I do it? Time, there are 24 hours. How do you manage your time? No time, yaar. This is what you people say. I don't understand. What do you mean by no time? Everybody has 24 hours. So if I have to, it's not something that is being pumped here. I normally wake up around maybe 6 o'clock because gone are the days when I have to pack lunch, push kids and all that. The stage is crossed at 6 o'clock. Then I have my office where I go. I'm there till about, you have your morning routine, you have your prayers, you have your fitness programs. And then I have my office. Post office, you come back. I have my online classes. Then I have my walking schedule. Then I watch every soap opera, the serials. I read a lot of books. I interact with friends. I never give up on my exercise. It is 7 days a week. It's not 5 days a week. I eat everything and anything and then run. Eat and run. So you enjoy there and you enjoy here. And good exercise gives you a high. You're thrilled. I've authored a lot of books. I've done a lot of guest lectures. I'm also a sales and marketing head of an IT company dealing with laboratory information management system. Also HR head of 2 companies dealing with the IT offices where training is also done. And I'm giving guest lectures in universities and visiting occasions like this. How do you get time? Once I go back from work, how long does it take to cook? Yes, I'm a good housewife too. I'm sure I get this endorsement from my family. And I maintain my house spick and span. And I still have time. I don't know what to do. That's my time planning. Really? Yeah, of course. Do you see my energy level? Yes or no? Yes. And when I have the time, why can't you have it? The same time that all of us have, 24 hours. So I was expected to be here at 12. But I was up and ready at 11:25. That's the way you need to plan. Don't ever say, traffic jam, yaar. There's nothing like a traffic jam there. You have your jam, enjoy. Every day there's traffic jam. It's you who have to decide. And with that, I end up into another statement which is called positivity and law of attraction. You're hearing about it a lot today. Get up in the morning, don't ever use negative terminology. You know what? I can't. Can I? I hope not. I can, I will, I shall, I will do it. This is the way you're supposed to do. I'll try. No trying. You hit it and you'll get it. There's no trying. Your mom didn't say, I'll try and cook today. You would have, your dad didn't say, I'll try and earn and I'll see. Then you won't be sitting in this room here. You would be selling pallis on the road there. Right? So they didn't compromise. Mom didn't compromise. Dad didn't compromise. Yeah, auntie, you will give lectures like this. You know how difficult it is, one kid was saying. Auntie has not become auntie. Auntie was like you. Then only she's become auntie there. Right? So there is a sense of achievement that you can have. It is only your determination that should take this stride. You need to move forward. You need to tell, hey, come on, get up, move, let's jog, run. That should be your energy. You're so weak here. You don't want to smile. You're giving a drab look. Come on, what's your age? Haven't you brushed? Show me your teeth. Even if it's a useless joke, try and smile. Why? That's the way life is. Because every minute there are people who are poking you from different directions. If you're in 10th, you have taken up, say, some other subject, MPC. Oh, really, MPC? No, I thought your dad was a CA, no? You didn't become a lawyer, you didn't become a chartered accountant. It starts there. Then intermediate. Oh, you went to that college? Oh, Narayana is good, no? If you're in Chaitanya. Then after that, they'll say, how much did you get? Only 72? I thought you were getting 92. That's how they poke. Then after that, you have your MBBS or whatever, and once you've got that, then you have sense of achievement. Then next they'll say, when is your marriage? Your elder brother's or elder sister's marriage. You're standing there. Everybody who comes there is saying, next you only. Obviously, when we have invited you for my brother's wedding, they would invite you to my house also, right? People do make such statements. So start accepting it. Then, fine, it's your marriage also. Now what? No kids? This is what people ask. Oh my God, what are they doing? Okay, one kid, over, 2 years. Only one? After that, you got your promotion? Have you built a house? So at every stage of our life, people are piercing, poking, asking unwanted questions. What are we doing? We just smile, brush, because you can't take it seriously anywhere, right? We are moving on. So it doesn't really matter what is asked and what is not asked. It's you who have to decide at every stage, what am I going to perform? You need to ask yourself, what's my next goal? What's my next goal? What's my next goal? Am I different? Am I different? Yes, you want to be different in wearing your outfits. You want to be different in celebrating your birthday. This friend bought half a kg, you want to bring 600 grams. And next year you decided to have 1 kg, right? But what about your performance? This is where we need to see the difference, right? Nobody is going to motivate you. We are not here to motivate you. It's your life. Now your life is 80 years, 85 years. Just 6 years of hard work. The rest of the 60 years is wonderful. 6 years of work, hard work, that's all. If in the 6 years of hard work, you start enjoying, you will suffer the remaining 60 years of your life. Because you will be in below average. There is no looking back, because today if I want to do, I can open up a business, I can open up a mall, I can open up a food center, I can do what I want. Do you guys as a doctor have that choice? There's no looking back in your profession. I can dig into any kind of profession. There's nothing like going back. Only thing that you can do by achieving success is get specialization, do additional courses, start up something. Yeah, sure, open up a hospital, do a lot of things, get your awards and rewards. So all of you have walked into your profession with your eyes open. Am I right? So this is absolutely necessary for you to buck up, run, race against your own self. I'm not racing with X, Y, Z. No, it's only race against my own target that I take it. Now, once I'm done with my time management strategy, we have our human values and ethics that is put there. We have given a very brief note. The idea is, whether you like it or not, while you write your schedule about your favorite teachers, this is a situation that will promote. Then in that, what are the attributes that you need to have in your life? I think we're going to have patience. We're going to have discipline. Discipline, I think the gentleman sitting here has given us wonderful insight. It was his experience that he spoke. It was out of his heart, out of the bottom of his heart. He was so humble in talking about his qualification, but impeccable, I would say. Our wonderful language that has come out of his experience or the talk that he has given us. Hats off to that person, or we are lucky to have such people around us. So I think he has already told what discipline means. I don't need to touch upon that subject. And then we have to achieve success. What do you do? Yeah, there's a picture here that you have to climb stairs. Every day climb 4 steps and you're there in your success. Is that all it is? Yes? It's not that. It is a situation where to take one step, what do you need to do? Set your target, take it forward, and then you jump. It's not going to be so easy, I know. But how did we all achieve? Those sitting here, how did they achieve? And it's going to be you who's going to address the crowd at a later stage. That's what we're going to look. At the same time, you have your favorite teachers. It doesn't matter. Today you could write about A teacher, tomorrow about B teacher. You can change your mind, but don't erase this. Let it be there. Add up another page to say, what have you seen in a different teacher? Put your write-up here. Look at the qualities of that person. Look at the quality of words that you have used to express your thoughts and your gratitude towards that particular teacher. And then we have your health and wealth. Wealth is today for you having your sound health. What should we do? I think the best thing, people have seen the East as the best, but unfortunately, we are seeing East through West. When we tell you do yoga, you won't do it. A foreigner comes and tells do yoga, yeah, it's very nice. They have so much of faith in our culture, in our custom, in our tradition. And we have it in our scriptures, in our Vedas, in our every book that we have, our adults have given us. And if you can just do Surya Namaskar 3 times to 5 times or 7 times, I think that is enough for you to do, and nothing else is required. Even when our Muslim brethren do their prayers 5 times a day, if you can just look at it, keeping aside the religious aspect, the way they turn their head towards the left and right, that gives you, every other person today has got spondylitis, frozen neck, frozen shoulders. See the wonderful idea behind that through the mask of religion and the way they kneel on their ground. It is helping digestion. And then the way they look up to the sky and spreading their arms out, receiving cosmic energy. So there is wonderful approach in every culture or tradition that we have in India. Come on, appreciate the East. We don't need to see the East through the West, right? And so a little bit of yoga is what I'm trying to say. Yes, and then we have, how did you feel at your library? How did you feel in your classrooms? How did you feel in your rooms, in your personal rooms, wherever you are in your dining room? There are some expressions that you can have that you will be writing in your journey there. And then we have the pranayama yoga, your breath, your meditation. You don't need to pray to anybody. Silently sit for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and then have deep breath. That will give you a lot of oxygen. Medically tomorrow, I think you will be able to tell us more than we tell you as non-medical persons. What is the value addition a person has with a lot of fresh air in your lungs? So that is one topic that is covered. And post that, we have your exposure, in alignment with that, we have your exposure in clinicals. What kind of experience? The first delivery that you do, your baby you carry, the first surgery you do, the first opening up or cutting or the injection you give. It is such a precious moment. It is so thrilling. Ask your friends to click snaps. I think you do it every day. Have that wonderful experience, record it, and it will tell you at a later stage what kind of feelings that you went through when you look back into your memory. It's not just your birthday, or it's not just in the campus that you were celebrating, or you got wet in the rain, but these are the things that will add value there. As a child, I think we have some books today available for the kids where when did they get their first tooth and when did they put their first step. There are journals like that, but there's nothing for the student community. Hence, we thought this was very important because it's going to thrill you at a later stage. And then we have your health as your wealth. Then what is it that you're going to eat? Yeah, there should be a lot of junk available around everywhere in any country. Again, that's a burden on your parents' pocket. So you eat junk and they get burdened financially, and you will get burdened physically. So we don't want that burden physically and financially. So be judicious in your approach towards what you're eating. Eat, but in moderation. And then that's what you're going to enjoy. And the page I said, was I homesick? Absolutely, you would definitely be homesick. Why not? In the first few days, when you receive a call, yeah, it's very difficult for you to get through. It's cultural shock. You're trying to do it, but that phase will pass. It will be easy. It won't be difficult. And you need to empower your parents because they miss you a lot. You're with your group, and that's where your strength comes from. And then we have our effective communication. I don't think I need to say much about it. What's the power of communication? It's conveying your thoughts effectively to reach the target audience. And I can see that spellbound approach, and I'm not letting anybody look here and there. That's all it is. Communication is what I target and what I get from you. Yes. And then you have your hostel days. I think this page you're going to fill up maximum because you have lots to write and the place is so little. That's what we'll tell the Rams next time. Don't give a book so small. Come on, give us a big file. Let it substitute 2 or 3 kgs. It doesn't matter. You're ready. I think you should be telling your juniors that. I'm expecting that next time. Right. And then you have your group friends where you're going to have your thrilling photographs which talks about your friendship. Yeah, have a wonderful time. Celebrate it. Jump, joy. But when you have your discussion back in your room, talk about today's class for some time instead of talking, you know what she said, you know what that fellow said, you know how that professor was. No. Let's not entertain that kind of conversation. Let's have some healthy conversation. Bucking up back into our classroom, revising the material that was given to us so that, it's back into our, very cheerfully, we make up our day and writing about this. Yes, your learning curve has to keep going up. They should never come down. No way it should slide down. That's again reputation. It's depression. It's depression for you too. So we want a Diwali dhamaka. We want you to take all the scholarship of Medico Abroad and say, come on, is that all you're giving us? Let it be more. Maybe we'll get more sponsors from the encouragement, enthusiasm that are there. You are on the global scenario here. We'll start saying, promoting it on TV, saying, there's outstanding performance by Indian students in so-and-so location. I'm sure somebody is going to hit that. How many can make that effort? Hey, come on, put your hands up strongly. Are you not confident you're going to do something? Why that half hands? Why that half hands? Are you not energetic to put your hands up? See how your parents are thrilled at the thought that you are... See, you guys don't want to dream as well. Are you scared to even dream? Are you scared that you cannot achieve? Today at least you can dream. You have the guts to dream or not? Yes, guys. Do you have the guts to dream? So how many are going to make it outstanding? Come on, now let me see. Good. The first hand is the best hand. Great. Wonderful. So I see more smile on the parents' face, and that's actually what our purpose is, that they deserve this wonderful situation. Okay. Celebration of birthday, yes, you're going to have. Next year birthday we put the learning because it's a balancing situation there. Birthday important or learning important? Yes. Which will have more weightage. So while you're celebrating your birthday and you're on a high, we are reminding you, slightly poking you from left side, can learn. So that is the idea of having one on your left and one to your right there. Yes. Now this is another page where healing in your hands. I know you're all going to be doctors, you're going to have wonderful things, but this is a precious study of Indian origin where you are going to improve your health through many aspects. Sometimes there are certain medical conditions that you need an instant relief. Out of all this, there is going to be one particular mudra which talks about anything and everything that you can get, which is your, yes, the Kuber mudra. The third one, the Kuber mudra. I'll tell you my experience with this Kuber mudra. Kuber mudra doesn't mean you're only having financial gains or fulfillment of your desires. Let me tell you, I have personally done a lot of times this mudras, and the energy behind that is I follow it a lot. Unconsciously also, we use our hands for many gestures. I want to drink water. If it is success, I put this up. There's a lot of energy. The way you fold your hands, the way you touch the tips of your fingers gives in a lot of energy. This Kuber mudra is something that I would share an experience. If you're sitting in a car and you're going towards the airport and there is traffic congestion, you're scared that you will miss your flight and you may not be able to reach. Trust me, I'm very serious about this. You put this mudra and sit and have faith. Faith is important. Faith is important. Your traffic will be cleared and you are at your destination. I mean it, because this is my experience. This Kubera Mudra is your fulfilling your desires. It's not just financially. Maybe it is the health of a person there. There is some situation that is creating mental torment and other things. Look at those different kinds of mudras. All that you need to do is 45 minutes a day. Yeah, that is too tedious. No problem. 15 minutes in one shot. While you're sitting in your transport, while you're sitting, if it's not two hands, at least one hand, just touching these two gives you a lot of energy. Touching the index finger and the other one gives a lot of energy. There are multiple things like that because these are the 5 elements of life. And this is a magical thing that we have. And it won't take long, it won't cost you much. While you're sitting in your class also, there is a mudra that you can sit, which will empower your brain. It will help you retain the content. It will put you in the right direction. And we are very serious that it's not just these 2 pages that we have given. We're giving you something where you can explore. Google it up. There are plenty there. But these are some quick methods which can bring you the desired results. This is a subject that doesn't cost you anything. By just putting your fingers together, do you lose anything? Yes? If there is anything, we gain it. So there is nothing called a negative mudra. Your postures in different positions. Now when you're feeling cold, how do you sit? With your hands clasped, right? Normally we all sit like that. That's a natural posture which brings about heat in your body. I don't need a shawl or anything like that. So there are different mudras like this. We would want you to have a look at it. In your leisure time, develop the habit of reading. Search. We have a wealth of items in our country where you can take it forward. And you can use it for your personal benefit. I'm not asking you to do a business on it or get into a mode of learning it. Implement it for your personal welfare, which brings about a lot of prosperity. I just shared one mudra, but I think you should be activating it in the other things. Then you're talking about the interaction with the international students. Yes, it's not just you and your Indian counterparts. And one thing that we strongly ask you not to do is when there are 3 or 4 people that are international students, all of you are ending up chatting in your mother tongue. Am I right? This is a major issue where it's an offense that you cannot be talking in your mother tongue or in your Desi style, omitting the other person. You need to follow international etiquette, which is extremely crucial for you because you have to survive there. You need to interact there. You're learning. That becomes your motherland. Have respect for that land too and for the people who are contributing. They're giving us that education at a wonderful cost. They're molding your life. So it is not just here, it's there where we become a part there that you need to be extremely happy in your approach, right? So respect your fellow human beings, whether it is your nation or some other nation, because they don't deserve to be insulted. You may not have the intention of insulting them, but when 3 or 4 people of the other nationalities are with you, you end up talking in your mother tongue. It only indicates that they want to avoid some conversation with us, so they're conversing. You may not have intention, but be conscious. You have no right to insult anybody, right? If somebody talks, we would get offended. From our side, let's not commit that kind of sin. That is also a sin. We cannot be doing it. So please avoid. That's the idea we said, interaction with the students of other nationalities. And then we continue with our healing hands. And below that, you have your, there is one small box here where we have given that particular page, which talks about with a smiley there, and which is giving a picture of yes, there's a little content, which gives you a lot of insight, what exactly is given there. It's not just once, you need to read it thrice, 4 times, 5 times to get it ingrained, because it's wonderful message that is put in a nutshell. Just like your capsule. When we are sick, you doctors are going to give us medicine. What is the size of the medicine? It is not even 1/100th of my weight. Yes, and I trust you. I have faith in you that it's going to heal me. The tiny little 2 mg is going to give relief to me. This is the 2 mg tablet that we are giving you here, which is going to give you a lot of joy and thrill. It is your doctor's language that I'm using here, which is very effective. Okay. And a counterpart of that is your, how are you feeling during your depressed moments? Yes, the idea is we want to give you thrill. So get over all your homesickness, take it forward, and which is your happiest moment, we bounce back into that. And then you have the devil there, the angry, the anger, the tension. What are you angry about? All of you have your pillows there. I'm sure you're not taking it from here. What you do is, take your pillow, go on banging it. Hit it as much as you want. You're angry with this person, take that person's name and bang the pillow. Your anger is down. That's an outlet. That's the best way to ease your tension out. Or take a paper, write nonsense about that person. I mean it. I mean it. Whatever do you want, you're very angry with him, give him whatever language you want to give him, all titles. Write it about him, tear it. After you write 2 sentences, you won't be able to write anything. You'll say, what madness, do I really want to do this to him? This is a way to give stress, use stress management sessions. People pay lakhs, thousands to attend a stress management session. And that's, you do get to have your moments of anger, but if you don't manage your anger, it will bounce back, because in our culture what they say is every negative thought, every bad thought comes back to you in the form of an ailment or complaint on your body. In this context, I would want to give 2 more lines. I would want you to note down a name of a book called You Can Heal Yourself by Louis Hay. You should jot it down. You Can Heal Your Life by Louis Hay. You should remember it. Even in your mobile, you could just put it up otherwise, or write it in that book. You Can Heal Your Life by Louis Hay. What is this book about? Yes, you're preaching the doctors without medicines, you're trying to give us treatment. No. This is just an anchor where it will give you. You Can Heal Your Life by Louis Hay. I think if one person has written, the others will get it. What is the essence of this book? This was a lady who's 85 plus today and has written a world's famous book. And the idea is she was abused physically number of times from the age of 8 to 30. And then when she lands in cancer, where her lifespan is remaining is about 3 months. Once the 3 months is there, she's knocked every door, spiritual, physical, everywhere, and then she found a solution. Can we continue? Yeah. So what is that she has taken it up? She has understood that every negative thought of our body, of our mind, has an implication on your body in the form of a complaint. For example, if a person has cough, the idea is you're angry about somebody. Why don't you cough it out, she says. In that book, she's given an index where she has covered the disease, the ailment, the reason for it, and the solution. Solution, she's given you 1-line mantra. Mantra is not like om, boom, nothing like that. I love myself. I'm getting rid of this. These are the words that you need to keep uttering or chanting, which will rid you of it. And this is an extremely interesting book, and you need to understand that and start using it, which is very effective. So I'll run through the remaining part quickly. So anger management there, which is an impact on yours. So smile can be your method. As I said, you're again getting serious. Enjoy. Once you're out for lunch, don't stand just with your friend or with your parents. Mingle with somebody new. All parents also, please interact with the other parents. Children separately, go meet your other counterparts. Parents, go separately. Moms, dads, don't ask your child what they have eaten. I think from now we leave them. Let them eat what they choose. Let them enjoy. You start interacting with the other parents and then take it forward and smile like a kid, because that gives you glamour, and your shopping, your enjoyment is all what we are going to look at. Then thoughtless actions, then compassion, love, care, everything that you need to look at. And what is your daily routine? How should we conquer our inner fear? We are like Chanakyas. We are like any other person that you talk about in history. How does it bring us into all these things? And then you have your, what is your goal in life? How are you going to be successful? These are all the things that we have given, stress busters. And we have given one very beautiful story where you are like a frog in the well. The story is something similar to a frog in well. How you condition your mind. You always tell your mind, I can't do, man. There's nothing like can't in your line today. It is everything I can, and I can. There's nothing like not and can't. That should be removed in your dictionary. Please leave it in Hyderabad and then step into your airport. I will, I shall, I will should be your approach. So leave your can't and won't in Hyderabad. Give it as a gift to us. We'll take it. So your peer pressure is normally in the fashion and the way they celebrate their birthdays. Take peer pressure in terms of the academic excellence and compete with them. Don't take into personal ones. It should be only professional. And then we have the other things which are a quick run. And we have one small item with which I will close. I've given one Japanese scientist name here who's Masaru Emoto. This person has done some experiment on water. Water is a blessing for us, all of us. And how does it work? I think it is, I want you to look at Google on this. He's taken a little water, he named the glasses with good and bad words, and then he froze it. Once he displayed this under a microscope. There were beautifully formed crystals for all the good names that he has given. The same water, wherever he has given a bad name, there was distorted image. So it is a scientific proof that the body, the water that's there in our body or what we drink, it is your thoughts which will decide. It is the words that we use in our life which will decide whether it's good or bad. So this was a very selective component from us which we have given, and we have some more things like this. So with all this, I would say, I don't want to run into more, and I don't want you to feel sleepy. As instructed, keep smiling, show your teeth, be confident you've brushed. We want you cheerful, we want you wonderful. We wish you a very fantastic journey, and we want you to come back with that same enthusiasm, not crash, bang, boom somewhere. And with your lunch, interact with your peers, parents, interact with the adults. And is there anything that you would like to ask for a minute? Thank you very much.